Okay, it's 4 o'clock and it's time for round 6 of the chili eating competition. So if you tuned in last night, you'll have seen round 5, and we had a winner of Martin Fogg, who got all the way to the Hurtberry in round 10. We didn't get a speed round, but yeah, he managed to win in round 10. So he goes forward to the grand final on Halloween in the Chili Fest, in the Spooktacular Nuke Chili Fest. So tonight, like I say, we've got round 6. We've got a new set of people. We've actually got 5 this time rather than 4. Wouldn't be the same without a bit of change around. So we've brought somebody in to make up the numbers and so on. But yeah, should be good entertainment. So without further ado, let's get in our special guest, Shahina Wasim. Shahina.
Hi, Stephen. Thank you for having me. I'm good. I'm a little bit stressed because I have my brother and his family coming, and I haven't seen them since Christmas because of COVID and all sorts. And you know, he's in the sort of NHS, so he was really involved with all that sort of lockdown and everything. So I haven't really seen him since. And so I've cooked up a feast and sort of sorted the house out. Really stressed right now, but I'm really excited about this at the same time.
Let me guess, 10 pans of different sort of curries and rices and sides.
Actually, not as bad. I've done 5 today.
No.
I've done 5, but it's like a sit-down meal rather than the buffet that you came to. So we set the table. There's 8 spaces, and it's all sort of laid out with like starters and like you know, the main course and dessert and stuff. So it's good, and it's my nephew's and niece's birthdays. It's actually like everybody's birthdays I've missed. So today's a bit of a celebration. We've got birthday cakes and presents and all sorts. So it's quite nice, quite nice.
It's a good job you're not competing then, otherwise you'd be recovering.
I was worried about the hosting because, you know, I think pretty much finished about a second ago before I came on online, and that was it. I set everything up. Now I can just relax and wait for them to come. They're going to come at about 5 o'clock, so it should be good. Should be good.
Good. So last night, what did you make of last night? But last night, what did you make of that?
Oh gosh, so you know what? It would have been great to go to a speed round, but it didn't go to a speed round. But Martin Fogg, I mean, how cool was he? He was as cool as a cucumber, didn't even break a sweat. And I'd love to see how far he can go. So it would be nice to actually have him in a round where there's speed involved and there's like, you know, even more difficult peppers, maybe 2 or 3. Who knows? If you are going to do a champs competition in Halloween, I love Spooktacular. I love it. So if you're going to do that, I think you may have to sort of turn it up a notch and introduce a couple of like multiple pods, and let's see how people do, because these guys are champions. So let's see how well they do in that kind of environment.
I think obviously it's going to be a little bit more than what we're doing at the moment. More rounds. There'll probably be harder pods and so on. I mean, at the moment, I'm trying to keep it as fair as we did for the first 4. Otherwise, if we made it a little bit more difficult to get in the final. So we're trying to keep it at around the sort of 50, 60 to 100,000 for the, you know, for the mild, around the sort of 300,000-400,000 for the medium, and then about $1 million for the super hots. But we nearly got to the speed round.
Yeah, this is the bit though that I was like, I think you've done really well, because when we did the first few competitions a couple of months ago, the peppers weren't readily available, so you have to make it so fair right now as to, you know, so everybody goes through kind of similar things, and it's very difficult to keep it really fair and really sort of equal. And I think you've done a great job. And what you can do now is when you do have the final champions who go head to head, you know, that'd be really nice then to sort of really turn it up. But I love the way you've introduced new peppers, but you've kept it fair because it's the same sort of level of heat in the rounds, which is great.
Good. Okay. Well, should we have a look at who we've got on tonight?
Absolutely.
Feels like the evening. Okay, so round 6, we've got 5 people here. And let's just go through them one by one. First of all, we've got Joe Chilli Cuber Andrews. So, do you remember him from the Time Burner?
Oh yeah, I mean, I met him in Time Burner the second time. The first time I met him was at Chili Bob's Festival, and he was great. It was the same time I met Steve Cooley for the first time from Daddy Cool's Hot Sauces, and he is just such a great guy, so mellow, so calm, and just lovely. And he just loves to do challenges and do chili eating. And Time Burner, I think, was his first actual chili eating competition. And he has a bit of a thing with the Rubik's Cube that Dustin has as well. And they're both kind of like really cool about it. You know, I love that. I love little quirks in people. And that's one of those things. And I love it. It's brilliant.
Yet another person who's taken on the hot sauce versus Rubik's Cube challenge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That Daisy first did. I know that we've, I think about 4 or 5 people who've done it now, and he can do the cube really quick. And yeah, it's really impressive to see, isn't it?
Oh my God, it is so impressive. I can't do it at all.
Yeah. No, I know that there's a few learning it. There's Tony and the Stu, I think, are learning to do it, so they can do this challenge.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm not sure that I could do it. So. Okay, next we have somebody who you and I know pretty well, you more than me, is Matt Tangent. Now, the League of Fireman. How do you think he will do?
No, I don't want to be biased because Matt and I are really good friends. And, you know, Matt and I have competed together twice. And I have seen him push himself. So the first time he did it, he went out just before the reef round. And then we went up again. I think that was the Great Dorset Chili Festival or something like that. And then the second time, we went up against each other in Brighton. And it was just the two of us in the end. And it was just like a reaper off in the end. So he had about 3 or 4 reapers, and I carried on and won the competition, but he did come so close. And he said to me at that time that, you know, he's never had more than 1 or 2 reapers max in a final round. So that was him pushing himself. I think he had about 4. So I know he's got it in him. If it comes to something, a competition in that kind of environment, he really can push himself. And, you know, I mean, I love the guy to bits, so I wanted to win. I mean, I love everybody who's taking part today, but just Matt and I, well, you know, he's a friend, really good friend. Everyone's a friend, but, you know, it's difficult to take sides, but I want him to win, secretly, fingers crossed.
I mean, you say that you've competed against him twice, but if you remember, he was also the third person in the throttle at in the very first belt match.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, I remember that. That was amazing to have him in between us, and it kind of just was a great way to launch the belt because, you know, he's like a co-founder and he was in there and he suffered a lot, and it was great. He did well.
Yeah, I mean, he did a whole bottle of Inception, I think it was, and then he got all the way to, I think he lasted at least 3 or 4 rounds of triple pods.
Yeah.
So you know, I also remember, I think he did a charity, something for charity. I can't remember now. I'm sorry, Matt, to forget the details, but I think he said that he was going to eat 1 reaper for charity, and he raised money, and he ended up doing 10. He got it in him.
He has, and he did that for his aunt who had this illness, and he was raising money for charity for her. And he did 10 reapers or so. He didn't think he was going to do it, and he ended up like raising quite a lot of money. And I know he's got it in him because when I saw him in Brighton, there was a guy who wasn't going to give up, and he just went and went until his body gave up. So, you know, this guy is someone to watch out for sure.
One of the favorites. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, next we have now Angus Geo Bates. We have 2 or 3 people who were actually part of the when we did it the first round at the start of the summer, and basically I've invited them to come back so we can make up the numbers and we can let everybody who wanted to be part of this be back in. Now, Angus did it; he was part of the first 4 rounds. He didn't quite make it to the end, but I've let him back in. Since then, he's been doing a lot of challenges. He thinks he's going to get to the Hurtberry, possibly, in round 10. How do you think he'll do?
Well, Angus is one of those guys who will not give up. I mean, he keeps trying and he will do a challenge until you succeed. So I think today he may just push himself. beyond belief, beyond what we are used to seeing. And when you're in a competition environment, you act differently, your body acts differently, your mind reacts differently. So, you know, it's just one of those things. You can't say, oh no, he's going to go. No, because I am thinking that he might be a really strong candidate today, because I think he'd want to win today. He will.
Well, good luck. I think he looks more prepared than I've seen him, and just talking to him before the competition, he sounds revved up. Good luck, Angus.
A lot of the times he does challenges, he doesn't prepare properly. So I think if that's the case, if you've spoken to him beforehand and he has, I feel like that's a great thing. That will make him sort of go further than he would normally. And I just feel like he's got it in him. And in this competition environment, you just don't know how people are going to react.
I mean, he was one of the first person to do a turbo chug too. You know? So you have to have a serious tolerance and be able to push yourself to do that. So, up to you, Angus. Okay, now we have Khaleesi, Daenerys Targaryen, mother of dragons. Now, she swore she would never do this, and today she's pushed herself to do it. How do you think that Irena will do?
Well, I have great love for Ray. And, you know, I think my first ever competition that she actually managed to watch, because a lot of the festivals that I'll go to and do my chili competition, she's there as a stallholder, doing her sauces and everything. But the first time she actually managed to get away from the stall and watch me was, I think, in Wales. And that was a brutal competition that I sort of went through. And it was just literally like, kind of like a chili off in the end. So whatever they could find, they just give it to us, platefuls of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so it wasn't really speed, it was just like who'd finish their plates. And she was there watching it, and she said to me, you know, like, I've never seen anything like it. And so what impresses me is this, like, I know she always tells me, oh, I do all these hot sauces, I do the pickles and chutneys and everything, but I can't handle heat at all. But I feel like she may be able to do this, because she actually, secretly, I think she can do better than she lets on. So, you know, she could be the dark horse tonight, and like everybody's thinking, oh, maybe Ray might not be able to win, but you just never know. You never know. She's got her kids there, David and Anna, and her husband Paul. So, with that kind of support and people watching you, people do go further than they think they can.
I think she might be somebody who not pretends, but maybe errs on the side of, I can't do this, I can't do that.
I think she believes that she can't do it, but I think if she was put on the spot, like today, she'll do much better than she actually believes in herself. So I am like definitely rooting for her.
The question will be, which hat are we going to get? The dragon, or are we going to get the sheep, or are we going to get? I think she's got 2 dragon hats, so no doubt she'll be wearing one of those.
Oh, well, looking forward to this.
Okay, then we have number 5, James Nixon. No stranger to a challenge, and again, he was another one who was in the first set of rounds. And do you remember his tactics? He deliberately slowed
I remember it too well. Yeah.
And
so he was slowing down everybody all the rounds. He was taking his time to eat the peppers, and so what happened was people were waiting for him to finish before they could move on to the next round. He thought he'd get them all out, and it's another tactic, and it's quite funny in a way. It's more sort of funny and hilarious than clever. And I knew what he was trying to do was like comedy value and everything. But what happened in the end was that he actually got struck by it himself, because. Yeah. You know, because of the rushing and everything and the slowing down and everything, it caused havoc with him, and he went out so much quicker than I thought he would. I was absolutely shocked. But I think he would have learned from that. And today, I don't think there'd be sort of little sort of tricks and games like that. I think it'd be pretty serious today.
But just to clarify, according to James, it wasn't the chocolate scorpion that got him. He felt that he felt that he had to bow out early because he felt like he'd broken the rules. So it was nothing to do with the chocolate scorpion at all.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Why did you think he broke the rules?
Because he was slowing it down.
Oh, yeah, but you are like the judge. So if he, you know, every contestant's allowed a certain amount of time. So if he was taking his time, 10 seconds, 15 seconds longer, that's fine as long as you are okay with it. I thought that was fair enough. Like if he wanted to take his time, no problem, you know. It wasn't like he took 30 seconds, a minute and a half, 2 minutes where you think, oh, I've got to like count it down now to 10. He wasn't doing that. So I don't think that is fair for him to think in that way. I think he was okay. It's just, I think everybody could see that he was playing this little game, and it was quite funny to watch, you know.
Yeah. I mean, he looks focused as well. He looks ready. I know at the Dorset Online Chili Festival, he didn't get as far as he wanted to. I think he only got to the habanero round or something, the yellow habanero. So he'll be keen to. I mean, he won our very first online chili eating competition, so he'll be keen to be in that grand final.
Stephen, this is the thing, right? Challenges are different. Pod eating is a completely different ball game. And people think when they can do a lot of challenges, like nuts and chocolates and this and that, and it's completely different from pod eating, where you go from the start to the finish and there's no drinks, no food in between, no food, no relief, and you're doing it for like half an hour. I've been in a competition where it lasted an hour and 10 minutes. So you just don't know how you're going to react. So it's it's actually really exciting to see people who are very good at doing challenges do pod eating.
So on the spot again, who do you think is going to win?
Well, I got to go by the man I love, Matt Tangent. And that's purely because I saw his spirit in Brighton when he was up against me. He really, really did push himself. His face and everything was twitching. His hands were shaking, everything was going, but he just wanted to push himself. And I think he's got it in him where he can just really push himself beyond belief. So obviously I've got to stick with Matt, but then that's not saying I don't love any of the other guys. I love them to bits. So I want everyone to do well.
As I said before, I'll be happy if we have a speed round, because at the moment that bag 4 with the speed pods in is turned into a children's doggy bag from a party. It's going home as a souvenir with everybody rather than getting used. So
I'll be honest with you, speed rounds are so exciting to watch. People are on the edge of their seat. It's a great show. If it gets to a speed round between 2 and 3 people, we're in for like one of the most greatest shows, because people love that kind of thing. You know, people love to see you through the like normal 10 rounds and then see how you do at the end. So which is the thing I love about your competitions and other competitions like it, is like you do have the tolerance test from 1 to 10, and then you have the speed at the end. It's not just all about speed where you can shout as much as you can in your mouth and swallow. It's all about going through round 1 to 10 and then having the speed round at the end. So it just really is very exciting to watch, and I think a lot of people would love for a few of these guys today to get to the speed round.
Definitely. Right, okay, I will leave you to do your preparations for your guests. Have a nice evening.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you again on Tuesday night, will we?
Absolutely. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Good luck, everybody.
Okay. I'll catch you later, Shahina. Thanks very much again.
Okay, Stephen. Take care.
There we have it. Shahina Waseem, the law when it comes to chili eating. She's going to go for Matt Tangent. I want to see a speed round. So let's get the guys in and let's see what we can do. So first of all, let's bring in Angus, and we'll bring in Matt, and we'll bring in Ray. Ray, what's that?
Oh, no, it's a little flower.
We'll bring in Jay. Yes, the full house, 4-5. That's what we like. Right, guys. So you all received the box that I sent you, and it had all of your bags of pods in, and it had the waiver. You've all signed the waiver and sent me it, so we're good to begin. Just to quickly run over the rules again. We're going to go through 10 rounds of chilies. I will check that you're ready to begin, and I'll check that you're finished each time. If we get to more than one person at the end, we'll do a speed round, and it will be whoever can go through the speed round the quickest. So there's no drinking any liquids as we go through. You're not allowed to be off camera. You must show, this is what I forgot to say last night, but you must show the stalk so that we can see that you've eaten the whole chili. If you find it easier, take the stalk off to begin with, and then you can just eat the whole thing. I think that's it. You know, if there's any sort of sick or anything like that, obviously you're out. If there's anything that you need to do quickly to prepare before we start, then go and get it now, just like James said.
No.
I'll go get my English an absolute nightmare to get me involved in all of this. So I'll go and get the evil twin to do it.
Yes, if you could. I'm looking forward to a sheep or dragon. What's
Right here. Yeah.
I've got
What is that?
dragon number 1.
That?
Yeah.
Dragon.
I don't know what it is.
Come on.
And I got the sheep with me today as well. Hey.
How
I
would
am
you
looking
find
for more
one
some more
here?
pots as well though. We are looking for a few more.
Right, okay, so if everybody could get bag 1, and there is the mild chilies in bag 1, and we can go to round number 1, which is the jalapeno round. So the jalapeno that we're going to be going is the Digito, and this is 3,000 to 8,000 Scoville units. If you could just hold up the Digito, the jalapeno to the camera so you can see it. Hopefully they're all in good order because they've been in the fridge since we got them this week. Is everybody ready to begin?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Chomp those chilies. So not too much heat on this, just a nice starter to get you used to the competition. They said last night virtually no heat to this one. Quite a big jalapeno though.
It's huge
Mm.
and cheesy. Ooh, just seeds from that.
That's it.
I really
Keep
cheesy.
Keep
That's
a couple
so juicy. That's
then you
actually
can-
a really lovely, tasty, juicy pot.
Yeah, it's nice.
Aye.
Ray, make sure you keep a couple of seeds between your teeth, and then you can take them out later and plant them.
Half of my polypan's got jalapeno in there.
Nice.
When I say there's jalapeno in there, I mean that loosely because everyone knows I'm not a very good grower.
But it's entertaining to watch your growing vids.
Oh, it's hysterical down there at the moment. I don't even know what's growing anymore. Everything has lost its tag. I'm spitting everywhere now.
Still got half of this bloody left to eat.
Is it big enough for you, James?
Aye.
What's wrong with you?
Nice tasting pod, that though.
It's lovely. It is actually lovely.
It's lovely.
So, aye.
It's like a centimetre thick, nearly.
Wow.
How are we all doing?
Really, that.
Lovely.
Good,
Lovely.
man. At least you've got it all in your mouth, mate.
Look, the slowest in the planet.
It's the only one that's big. Don't worry. The rest are a nice thin-walled, but with more heat. Quantity's really not your thing, is it, mate?
No.
How's that one for you, Joe?
A bit big. I can't wait to see Gio shave his head and then sleep and eat beans all week.
So what's the deal here? The first one out has to shave their head. Is that
And the
what
first
out
one.
has, right? The first one out has to shave head. Anybody who is sick has to eat beans for a week, and when I beat Matt, I'll only get fire.
all
So
decided?
that's both of them.
Was that in the disclaimer? Did I sign?
Yeah.
That was in at the bottom or on the back.
Yeah. Very, very, very small print.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Gio. Anybody still going?
I've still got a full mouth.
Oh, come on, mate.
Oh, chewing.
How you doing, Joe?
Still chilling. Here we are.
We can only see half your head, Joe. We can see hand at the bottom, but just half your head. There we go. Just want to see your pretty face. Just let us know when you finish. This isn't deliberate tactics again, is it, to try and stall these rounds?
Well, on the mindless chili that we've got, it's so thick, I'm struggling to chew it.
It's like a fruity haggis.
Yeah.
Haggis is good.
Is everybody else finished? Is everybody else done then? Not James. Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
James still going.
While you're just finishing off that,
My God, I can feel all the seeds stuck everywhere.
mate, you know how it is. Every angle.
Oh, bit my tongue and everything.
Right, round 2 is, let me see. This one is the Indian finger chili. So let's move on. Okay, so this is the Pusa Juala, the Indian finger chili. If you can just get it out. This one is 30 to 50,000 Scoville heat units. Very popular in Indian cooking. So if you can just hold it up to the camera to let me know that you're ready.
Now, I use these a lot in the base of my chili chutneys. So I use loads and loads of these.
Very
I use loads of them, but I've never grown them, but I use tons of them.
Plant is very, very, what's the word? It produces so many chilies. Really worthwhile growing. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Chomp that chili. We've jumped up from 3 to 8K to 30 to 50K. So probably a noticeable jump in the heat. And it's that sort of stingy heat that you get that's instant on the tongue. Not like a super hot that comes in after a while. How's that one, Ray?
Well done. Well, I eat these on a regular basis because I get cases of them. They're nice, as you said. The heat is pretty instant, but it hits you straight away. It's not one of those creepy ones. Exactly. The sting on it lasts for about 30 seconds and then it just dies away. I would have shown you the box that I had, but I've used them all. I think it was Friday I used them. I tend to use these green in my chutney though, as opposed to red.
Yeah. Yeah, they're used in jalfraises, aren't they, a lot?
I was to say if you go into like an Indian corner shop type of thing, and you see the chilies there, they're always the ones that they stock, and they're used so commonly in cooking, and a lot of the time they actually use them green, not red. So,
nice. Everybody done? Yeah, Matt's done. Gio, you done? Yeah, Joe, you done? James is done.
Aye.
Good. So now we can move on to round 3, which is the Argy Body Snatcher. So this is a pod produced by Dennis Hughes. It's a cross between an Argy Lemon and an Argy Fantasy. And this is the white version. So it's almost like a sort of a thick, long ahi lemon, and it's very floral. So this is your first pod that has got that really soapy, florally taste.
Right.
3, 2, 1. Chomp those chilies. You like the floral ones, don't you, James?
No.
You don't?
They suck.
Some people say it's citrus. Some people say it's like soap powder.
reminds me of swearing. I'm wee more. Eat that bar of soap.
All right. Gio, how you doing?
Yeah.
So far, so good. Good, Matt. You good? Little bit of heat. Yeah. Yeah, this one is 30 to 50,000 Scoville heat units. Not too dissimilar to the Puss Joie, but it's a completely different type of heat now because it's the floral heat rather than the stingy heat on your tongue. Gio, what do you think of this type of? What do you think of the taste of these type of pods? Do you like the floral taste?
Not too bad, this one.
Yeah. How was that one, Joe? Good man.
All right, tastes like soap.
Gio, you're not allowed out at round 3. No,
Huh?
you're not going home at round 3. That's it. You can hear how crispy this one is.
They're lovely. Hang on a minute, just prop malfunction. Bill Blake sent me some of these pods the other day, so I was eating them. I think it was Thursday and Friday. But they're that's not as floral as I expected it to be.
Really? Did he say? You said. I mean, there's a few different types of body snatcher. That's the white one.
I had a yellow one from him.
Yeah, it's probably got more traits of the fantasy in that one. Right, has everybody finished that one? Just waiting for Gio.
Yeah. Hi.
Everybody still good to continue? Good. That was the last of the easy mild pods. You can take out bag number 2 now. And this is the revenge of the habaneros. 3 different habaneros in here. So no Scots bonnets at all in this contest, all habaneros. Okay, so round 4. The paper lantern habanero. Oh, Gio. Have we lost it already?
Oh no,
Gio, off camera, so I'm afraid that's it for Gio. Okay, right, Gio, I'm going to remove you. See you later. Round of applause for Gio. 3 rounds. Finished at the mild.
Well done, Gus, mate.
Right, sorry. As I was saying, round 4 is the paper lantern habanero. So we're jumping up now into the triple figures. So we've got 150 to 400,000 of these. These are sort of a long, quite thin pod, very nice tasting. So everyone ready? Hold up the paper lantern habaneros. And we've got 3, 2, 1. Chomp those chilies. How's that one? How's that one, James?
All right.
Yeah, is it hotter?
Better than the body snatcher.
The guys last night didn't look like they were affected until we even got to the scorpion round. They seemed to deal with these first 6 really quickly, really easily. Matt Tangent is showing signs of wear and tear.
It's the lighting, I think.
Yeah, it's a nice, pleasant glow. Midsummer's glow. Ray, cool as a cucumber. Joe, you good?
So I'm waiting for my friend to come in. His name is Will Power.
Right. I like it. Well, so far so good. Everybody finished already?
Aye. We Gio better be shaving his head.
Yeah. we'll have
Andy
that.
Spewed, we're there. Andy Spewed. So he went first out. Andy Spewed.
Yeah. So
He's the bean man. Bean man and shape man.
it's a shaved head. And
We not save.
Everyone done? Thumbs up if you're done. Lovely. All right, round number 5 is the Congo peach. So this is 300 to 450. You can see it's quite a nice sort of cream-shaped pod. Sometimes quite sweet, but a really nice sort of flavoured, good habanero. Okay, if you can hold up the Congo peach. And it's 3, 2, 1. Chomp those chilies. That tangent, come on, we're not even up to the super hots yet. Ray, you look like
Oh God. It's a nightmare. So to speak, it won't stay up.
if you get to the super hots, right, on the dragon on. Have you got the dragon near you?
Hang on.
Or are you waiting till you start struggling to put the dragon on? Don't put it on till you need to.
His tongue is just a little bit rude. It looks a little bit rude.
I like it. Everybody done the Congo peach? Give me a thumbs up if you're done. James Nixon is looking very cool as a cucumber. Joe's looking good. Matt Tangent showing signs of wear and tear. Okay, right. So the next round is the Pimenta Cougar. So again, another habanero. This time, this is 300 to 400,000 Scoville heat units. Fairly hot. Again, it can be a little bit fruity. It can be a little bit floral. Let's take it out. So if you can hold up your... Whoop, who have we lost? Have we lost somebody? James Nixon. Okay, let's give him a sec to come back, because obviously if we've had technical problems. So hold on to that burn in your mouth until he comes back. This is deliberate tactics, isn't it? Again, to slow it down by him.
Oh, my tongue's on fire now.
Oh, I can imagine.
Why?
This is the last of the medium chilies. After this, we get serious.
Medium.
This is the medium bag number 2. Come on, James Nixon. Back to the lobby. We don't have to lose you. This is exactly what happened to Paul Jones in the first set. He lost his phone battery. Okay, I'm going to set a timer for James Nixon of 1 minute.
I don't know. How you doing, Matt? You all right, Matt?
Oh, sorry.
Joe, how you doing, mate?
James Nixon, you've got 1 minute to get in here. What a shame if we lose him to technical issues. 30 seconds, James Nixon.
This is where the chili flings out my finger.
Ah. 15 seconds for James Nixon.
Go on, James.
Okay, there's the minute up. We're going to have to push on. Okay, so if we can hold up the pimento cougars to the camera. And 3, 2, 1. Chomp those chilies. The last of the mediums. Pimento cougar, 300 to 400,000. Nice one. Well done, Ray. Quietly confident about you, Ray. Yes.
My mouth is not feeling like that.
Yeah, but I can tell that you're dealing with it well.
My mouth isn't.
No, but it doesn't matter. Mind over matter. Good. All done. Matt, have you done? Yeah, Ray, you've done. Joe, have you done? Right, now, we have a decision to make. It's entirely up to you. James Nixon is back. Okay. If he eats this pimento cougar, do you want to include him, or would you prefer to move on without him? Matt, in or out?
Well, just keep him in.
In, yeah. Ray, in or out?
What's he done in between, though? That's the thing.
That's why I'm letting you choose.
Hey, I've been out too long. My signal went. I can't. My signal went. I can't do that. It's not fair for the competition, mate. God damn it.
Okay, I think we're going to have to leave James out. James, sorry, mate.
No worries, mate. I can't do that to anybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, last time I sabotaged other folk. This time my signal went itself.
All right, well taken. Thank you. Okay, right. So that is the end of the medium round. Now, you'll be pleased to know that now we're going to get serious. And if you can take the bag that does not have a number on it out, this is the interval, the surprise pod, and it's the dried scorpion.
Right.
So scorpion is at about 1.2 million, might be slightly less, might be slightly more, but it's a dried pod, so it's going to stay in your mouth. It's almost like eating glass. Okay, hold it up to the camera. Tell me when you're ready.
Oh no, I'm not ready.
No.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Chomp that chili. Dried scorpion. Mind over matter. Go on, Ray. Is it in, Joe?
Aye. Three, can't go.
This is a hard round.
Can't chew it.
No, that's why it's hard. Your mouth is already dry. Yes, well done, Ray. I can feel some strong determination coming from that bottom right.
Oh, that's that. You see, it's called hiraeth. It's a Welsh word, and it means Welsh spirit. Hiraeth. Dan Reed will know more about that. Hiraeth. Mind over matter.
The women, they say the women. Well, I think the women are the toughest species by far. Anybody who can have a child, I think this is just child's play, isn't it?
Well, I had a 4-day labour with David, so that was hard going. Now, Anna, I gave birth to her on absolutely no pain relief whatsoever. So if I can do that, by God, I can get through this.
Definitely.
And talk.
Has everybody finished the chopped scorpion?
My firstborn.
Well done, mate. You've got a great mother there. Look how well she's doing. Joe, you done?
Aye.
Yeah. Matt, are you done? Yeah. Ray, you're done? Okay, good. So we can move on now to bag number 3, please. And if you can take out the pod. And round number 8 is the big chocolate riot. So it's that bitter tasting super hot, a different challenge altogether. So the big chocolate riot comes in a little bit less than the scorpion at about 950k.
What is
But like you've got that bitterness that comes from the chocolate pod. So hold your pods up to the camera, please. 3, 2, 1. Chomp those chilies. Go on, Ray. This is where it's mind over matter now. Your body's saying no, your mind has to say yes.
Whoa.
How long can you control the body for? This is great. You three are doing so well. I can really feel how hard you're pushing. Yes, well done. Ray's done. That tangent's still chewing. Is that a little bit of tanny drag that you're putting on your lips there, Ray?
Bit of Vaseline.
That's it. This is hard. Well done, Joe. You done?
Not yet.
No, not yet. But you've done. You've got it all in, yeah.
Aye.
All in and swallowed for Matt Tangent. Come on, guys. I want to speed 2 more pods. Very easy, honestly. 2 easy ones. A yellow and a red one.
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one. It's the bitterness from the chocolate. The struggle is real here, I tell you. This is so hard for you 3 guys, but I've got a lot of admiration for all 3 of you pushing through. Are you good to continue? Yeah? Thumbs up if you're all right to continue. Yeah, Matt Tangent's not giving up. Ray, you good to go? Not quite sure yet. Joe, are you all right to continue?
Oh, yeah.
Thumbs up if you are. Yeah, Ray's ready. Joe, give me the thumbs up when you're ready.
No.
No? Oh, man. Well done, Joe. Well done, Joe. Went out to the big chocolate riot on round 8. Really well done.
It's hard.
We'll put you in the lobby. Congratulations. Well done for getting round to 8. That's a lot further than I would ever get. So well done, you, mate. Thank you.
Here.
Okay, and then there was 2. Remember, Ray, you can't take heat, yeah?
Nope.
Okay, round number 9 is the big yellow mama. And these pods are pretty big. We've got a nice yellow, sweet, big yellow mama. Okay, are we ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. Got those chilies. That's it. Rev up to it. Nice one,
Oh, my
Ray.
God.
Mind over matter. You can do it. Okay. All right. Ray, thank you. Well done. Excellent. I'll remove you for the sake of your dignity. Matt Tangent, finish that pod and you've won. You can do it. Captain League of Fire in the final. No hurt, Gary, no speed round. Just that pod swallowed, tongue out, winner. Yes. Well done. Excellent show, mate. I'm sorry we didn't get to the Hurtberry or the
Oh no.
but yeah. Brilliant. I'm going to bring all the other guys back in. There we have a winner, guys. Matt Tangent retains the League of Fire from the Scots Bonnet. Didn't he do well? Brilliant winner, all the way to the big yellow mammoth. So Matt, you are going through to the final on Halloween. How'd you feel?
Great.
I bet you hoped you wouldn't win. Brilliant. Okay, guys, well, listen, all of you were really good. I'm not going to make you speak too much because I know that it's difficult. You produced a brilliant race. How hard you pushed yourself was absolutely inspirational. So well done to everybody. And yeah, I'll take you out one by one. Thank you very much for taking part.
Bye.
Well done, Matt. So there we have it. What a brilliant round that was. I know we only got to round 9, but the determination that was shown by everybody, those last 3, when we were going through those last 3 rounds with the dried scorpion, the big chocolate riot, and the big yellow mama, were absolutely incredible. So, you know, such a good round. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again on Tuesday night when we'll be doing the final round 7. And then we will know who our final 7 are for the Nuke Spooktacular Chili Fest on Halloween for the final. Thank you very much and goodbye.